This here's from Meghan's mole. Watch as Meghan Markle's deflated belly gets squashed and crushed as she bends forward during a visit in Birkenhead. Pregnant women will tell you not only is this impossible, but it's also uncomfortable to try. I took a look at the clip. I don't exactly see what she's talking about here, but I do see some stuff in this thread that's pretty interesting. So here it is. We'll go through it kind of slowly. She's holding her stomach there. What I've been told is that women generally hold it above or on the side or not very often. I've gone through effectively 5 pregnancies pretty close up daily, and I think that seems true. I didn't see the people who were pregnant like touching all the time. They generally went on with their lives, mostly like sitting down and standing up was a little slower, which I noticed Meghan doesn't exactly have a problem with. Like here, she just bends down, but I think the comments are more interesting. Bacon says the reason she always held up her bump is because she always knew it was fake. Think about it for a moment. If you ever have been pregnant, you are not always thinking I'm pregnant. You live your life and sometimes you might remember and cuddle your bump. That makes sense to me. Obviously, I'll never be pregnant, but if you have something strapped onto you or you got some weight or something like a huge backpack and you're walking around, moving around town, you're generally not thinking it's here, it's on me, it's on me. You kind of just move forward and you notice it once in a while, maybe when those steps come up or like when you sit down or something like that. And it's probably similar to just regular body weight for people who are heavier, a similarity. You're probably not thinking about it all the time, but once in a while, you notice. But someone who's trying to fake it, it's always on their mind and always thinking someone's watching, hence why she always cradled her bump. Makes sense. You get a heart. And this here's the one that got my attention, holding it up, slipping slowly, past the knees. The defender's first line of defense would be Photoshop, but I don't know, man. That looks pretty hard to Photoshop there. You'd have to get her face to be worried and the thing down by her knees. It's just not possible. Everything is fake. She holds the bump underneath. Most pregnant ladies rest their hands on top of the bump, not underneath. 100% agree. I've had 4 children, and she cuddled the bump more than I ever did with all 4. I didn't need to constantly touch my belly to remember I was pregnant. All right. Once again, that sounds right to me. And Williams Kessa says, totally agree. The moment you realize the moon bump has unfastened. Going, gone. All right, the Daily Mail reported on it. You're almost certainly running out of material, aren't you? When you have to regurgitate the same old shit from years ago, it really is time to quit your hate campaign against MM. Why not try to be a decent human being in 2025? You never know, it might bring you some happiness. Well, Elaine, here's the problem. And this happened, I think, with Johnny and Amber to an extent. People need to get closure on things in some way. And if there's never closure, it's not really going to end. 20 years from now, we could be talking about this if nothing ever came out, nothing was admitted, there's no closure. So that's why. Now with John and Amber, we did get closure, so it's more rightful for people to be, okay, this is pretty much over, and I get that. But here, it's still an open case. They're still out there, at large, doing their thing, and this is kind of like their record. So once in a while, I agree with Meghan's mole for pointing it out. Put it into slow-mo, you could see her moon bump get squashed. That's impossible with real pregnancy. The baby within can't just magically decompress and then expand like a jack-in-the-box. They remain firmly and continuously in place. Yeah, like I said, keep saying it until there's closure, until someone admits something. And that's it. You get a heart. She's such a bad actress, just wannabe, can't even get the boobs right, and you could get a heart right. And as you can see, these go down and down. Couple of defenders, but mostly people just still saying, hey, we're here, we know, and let's hope the truth comes out one day. Anyway, I'm an X as well. Maybe give me a follow. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.